Okay, this is part 2 of the showing. So what we're seeing here is we're seeing the living room, and we're seeing the fireplace over here. That is a rock fireplace. Looks like just a wood burning fireplace. There's no gas or anything like that in there, but these are rock. And of course you do have a solid wood, as you can see, mantle that goes with it. The rock goes all the way to the ceiling. We do have recessed lighting all the way around. A little area here that they did kind of like a little nook that they use just for kind of a cabinet, kind of gives you an idea of the depth of it and what could go there as well. As we see the bar area, there is room for at least 6 more chairs. This is 3 here. You could put another 3 here, as well as 3 more here. So you have plenty of room. That there is 6 chairs that are seated around that table. So there's still plenty of room to move out the chairs and get around them, even if someone was still just sitting at the table, as well as being able to have room for us to sit at the breakfast nook as well. A view from the kitchen, from the sink area, as you can see, it is an open concept, but still sectioned off into different compartmental areas. So we see the same brown curvature. This is a Tilton home. Tilton homes have been around for about 90 years. So kind of gives you an idea of the reputation of the builder. We do have an outside sitting area here. There is a light. It is covered as well, so there's 2 lights. There is little stairs that come down here to an elevation change. So this kind of gives you an idea of what you could use this space for. They have 2 Adirondack chairs, as well as a little homemade table that they use. And we'll see the back of the house here in the elevation change. What they did was they put a little sandbox here, and I say little, but it's pretty massive. Sandbox here. It's over 100 feet from the edge of this to the edge of the garage here. So my thoughts were is if you wanted to add a pool into this area, you do have the retaining wall already in place. It would be very easy to be able to construct a pool out here as well. Over around the house, we see the aerobic system, and you can tell by how green this area is. The sprinkler head is literally directly in front of the picture there and in the middle. It is a purple spray head. They do have different planter boxes out here that they're also using as well for different garden vegetables. One of the questions that did come up was as far as the water with it having a softener as well as a filtration system, if that would be something that could be used for plants. I will contact the seller to find out if that is something that they are using, or if they're using the center bucket there for rainwater collection to use it to feed the plants. We do see the septic clean out here as well. So it does come out of the house here, goes to the septic system. An aerobic system has 3 different sections to it, one for solid waste, one for enzymes, and one for separation. So it is a different type of system. If you're not familiar with that, I can send you some information as well. And there we see the steps that are coming off the garage. So as we come in, we go right back into the living room here. And we're going to walk back towards the other bedrooms here. So as you can see, a very large bedroom. This here I would say is probably a full size. It's definitely larger than a twin, full size bed here. And they still have a little dresser over here, a little bookshelf, and a chair as well. Very tall ceilings in here as well. And you are going to be surprised at the size of this closet. So this closet here, to kind of give you an idea, that has a full-size dresser in there. There's a mirror, as well as storage all the way around as well. They do have their internet connection coming through here as well. And the view from the outside of the room, you can see the very tall windows there. You can kind of get an idea of the space of the room. Now the rooms are carpeted. They look worn, but not something that could be needing to be replaced right away. Next, we have the son's room here. And what they did with this, so this is kind of like shiplap here, but as you can see, there's actually a texture to the wood. So they did a really neat job with this. This could be stained, so if you wanted to match more of the wood floors color, you could do that with either a mahogany stain or a gel stain to make that a little bit different if you did not like the color. Here we have a closet as well. Now it does go all the way to the other side on both sides. So to kind of give you an idea of the size of the closet, the best way to probably do that would be for me to stand back and show you the wall itself. So right where that comes into view there, that first side of the closet to over here is the size of this closet. So there's still very large closets even for the second and third bedrooms. Now, both bedrooms do share this bathroom. You see the exact same counters, exact same cabinets, exact same flooring as we did over in the breakfast nook area as well. And we also see that same decorative tile as well around it. They have the same type of lighting that is throughout the house. So as you can see, very farm style lighting throughout. And this is right next to the bathroom here. So we got the temperature control here at the thermostat. That is a door to the garage. We're going to go out there in a second. And you can see the washer and dryer, a folding area as well. And these cabinets go all the way up to the ceiling. So kind of give you an idea of how large this is as far as the space goes. And then of course you have a washer and dryer connection here, your alarm system, and then this is a water manifold as well. Out here in the garage, they actually have it AC'd, so there's a little AC unit that's over there. This keeps the house or this area very cool without any modifications to any of the garage doors as well. So they all still have openers. This side, they did not have an opener installed. They do on this side here, but not on this side here. This is what they're using kind of for a gym. And then of course, a door to the outside is where those steps were. We have 2 water heaters as well. That is here. They are gas. So we have a gas here and gas there as well. Looks fairly new systems. Shared exhaust. This is a water filtration system, so this is the filter that it goes through. This Connecticut water systems, and of course this is going to be your pellets that you have. Okay, that is your water main that comes into the house. It is on a well system, and you do have your breaker panel in here as well. They use this for a workshop as well as a gym. They also have a refrigerator out here and just another area for the kids to play in. It is very cool in here just for that one AC unit that is running in the window. I'm going to come back in here. So as we come down the hallway, we have one more bathroom. We'll see the exact same bath and tubs combo, same counters, same flooring, same style of lighting as well. Same large cabinets above the toilet. And you can see that this decorative tile we're also going to see in the master bedroom in a second. Again, carpet, and you can see the size of the room. Again, we have a very large full-size bed in here. a dresser, a nightstand, little keyboard area, and of course he has his toys. Now this here is actually a metal decorative touch. So all they did was they put that over top of the drywall. They found the studs 16 off centers and just ran some hex bolts in there as well to secure it up there. They also did as well, so on the edge is usually very sharp. They did round that off so that no one could cut their fingers because of it being a child's room. In here, we have a closet, and you can kind of see that it go back as same as the other. So for example, kind of give you an idea of the space. This one we could actually do, so you can see kind of right where the edge of that screen is. Over to here is the entire closet. So again, very large closets for all the rooms. And we have the same decorative touches throughout the house. So it all goes together very well. Same lighting is throughout the house, whether it's in the hallways, the bathrooms, same decorative touches throughout. Now what we're going to do now is we are going to go through. So where we're at is here's the front door. Again, we got the dining room here, and now we're going to walk straight. Now we're passing the kitchen here to our right, and we're going to come right to a powder room, which is going to be right across from the master. So from where we're at, there's the front door. We walk through the dining room. This is a powder room, so it's right off of the dining room, which is nice for privacy. So sometimes you'll have these right off of the kitchen, which makes guests a little uncomfortable if they have to use the restroom and feel like they are going to be on watch, so to speak. So again, we see the same type of tile flooring throughout. And this powder room is right outside of where the master is. So as we go into the master, we see very large windows here, elevated ceilings, which makes this room feel so much larger. We have a king-size bed that's here, 2 nightstands, one stand-up dresser, 1 regular dresser that we have, and there's still all of this room in here as well. So nothing is cramped, nothing is feels like it has to be just kind of squished in here. I'm going to kind of give you an idea of from the window area. I'm standing in the corner. Kind of give you an idea of the size of the room, the space between the walls. Here we're going to walk through to the bathroom. So we have a massive soaker tub. You'll see there in the middle of the screen that little step right there. What that's actually designed for is when you're coming in and out of the tub, that you don't hit your toes against the actual side of the wall of the tub. So it gives you a little bit of area to be able to get closer to the tub so that you're not tripping or falling coming out of it. And it allows you to have a little rug right here as well and get as close as possible to the tub. So you can kind of see from the depth of it. And of course they have the plumbing fixture on the side where there is a stand-up shower as well. So it kind of gives you an idea of the size of the space and the size of the room. Again, we see that same decorative tile that they used. This here is what we call a water closet. So this is where your toilet is. So again, it's for privacy. So everything in this home is dedicated towards privacy or being able to use the best use of the space. We see here on the left the area for the woman to be able to sit at, do her makeup, and get ready in the morning. And then we see his sink area here as well. Same large mirror that we've been seeing, and same decorative glass fixtures as well. Ceilings do go all the way up. I would say that they are 12-foot ceilings. That's a 6-foot door. So it kind of gives you an idea of the space. Maybe about 10-foot ceilings in all reality. So we can see just the openness of the space. Now in here, probably the only closet you're going to see with a fan in there. So they have, again, another water manifold here. His side, this area is what I would use to either stage my clothes for the week, because you do have 2 different bars here as well. And they're using that for hats, but that could be used for shoes. This is what they're using for their linen. So kind of give you an idea of the depth of it as well. Kind of give you an idea of the space. So plenty of space. More storage space here for sweaters or winter clothes. We don't get very much winter here, so 3 days is about all we get for the year. They do have a window here, and they also put a motion sensor here as well. Because of it being in the front of the house, they wanted to also make sure that it was protected as well from anyone wanting to either try to gain entry into the home without them knowing. So gives you an idea of the space, and as you can see inside the shower here, you have the decorative tile on the bottom, the niche that goes all the way across. And that same tile is what is on the floor as well as what surrounds the tub. So everything flows very well together. I really haven't found anything in this house that looks like it sticks out or that it does not belong. Everything just flows very well. Now, the doors to the master bath. Are those doors there. So again, it allows for added privacy for inside the room as well. Let's see here. Let's take a look real quick at the outside as well. So as we look on the outside here, I kind of touched on it earlier. So this is shaped pretty much like a pie shaped. The acreage not only extends from the right, but from the left as well. And it goes out. They did some clearing that's out there, but they did not clear all of it. But as they continue to do it, they continue to gravitate and make more burn piles to clear it out, make a more usable space. This is a drain here to take water away from the foundation, away from the house, so that crushed granite acts like a filtration system. It comes down through underneath the driveway, and I'll show you where it comes out here. So it comes out here, and it drains out into this lower area. This they have for a dog run, which is all just fenced in. They got some labs, really cute. They got a little tree house here. And as you can see, that they have little trails throughout here. This is all usable land. It goes back throughout there as well. So the dogs have quite a little run. Looks like there's a little dry weather creek that runs through there right here, and then it stops. Hi guys. Hi. Hello. Very friendly labs. And then you can see that it does not run all the way through the property. It stops right here. This is where it would have continued. So it flattens off here, and this is kind of where we're at in relation to the house. So we got a couple different elevation changes, but many different other buildable areas. You can tell he's a golfer. He likes to golf. So he kind of sits here and maybe drives from up there off the porch into this area down here. Again, this continues to go on throughout. And as you can see, we kind of get into a little bit more of an area, but there is some trails throughout the back of this property as well that can be used. So plenty of space, plenty of area that you can use, and not have to worry about being confined, or if you wanted to add different buildable areas to the property, you can do so. Here's another little area as well that they have another burn pile here, and they continue to explore it back throughout the trails. So there's trails throughout the entire property. And this is 5.2 acres. You can kind of see where the telephone poles are up there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a copy of the survey as well, so you can kind of reference where this video is and in reference to how much space that we have. But from the front of the house, we have 150 feet, and then it continues to taper off, and then it makes a hard right hand turn and goes up, and you'll see that as we look at the survey. If you have questions as far as what you could do with the property, let me know. I can get the CCRs and deed restrictions, and you can see where the sprinkler head is here. I'm going to walk up to it. So it is an aerobic system. It was 7 years old. It was just pumped December of last year. So for a family of 5, it took about 7 years for them to fill it up. You can see how green the grass is here. That is not photo editing. That is really that green. So one of the benefits of having an aerobic system here. This is a very large sandbox for the kids, and then play set here. We can see there's the garage, and then we're coming up the other side of the dog run here. Well, if you have any questions about the home, feel free to give me a call. I hope that you're able to see everything clearly, and I'm going to get these videos uploaded into 2 different parts, part 1 and then part 2. All right, Steve, well, thank you for touring with me today, and if we need to kind of go through anything, let me know, and I'll be happy to go over it with you. Here's a view of the 3-car garage again as we see it, and the front of the house. All right. Well, thank you, and I look forward to talking with you soon. Thank you, Steve.